course. Thanks so much for having me today. I'm going to be talking about basically what's available for rentals here and now. I'm with Advent Property Management. I probably should mention that. And I'm going to talk about what Advent Property Management is about myself, and very important, how to make money when you retire and how to prepare now. And then I made an acronym for how to identify properties. It's LARCS, and I'll show you what a free property analysis is, as well as what property management is, and most importantly, how to find and secure a qualified tenant. Advent we're a very small company, and I say this because it's very important. Someone who has and is managing a couple of hundreds of homes is not going to provide you with quality service. At Advent, we allow each property manager to only have a certain amount of properties because we want to make sure that the quality of service is always high. We also do provide construction and real estate, but my focus today is property management. About me, I've been in this realm of real estate for over 11 years now. I started because I wanted to be able to have more flexibility and also provide my customers with quality of service that I think is acceptable and high. Other things that I've done is I'm local here in the Inland Empire. I went to Upland High School and I participated in a ton of extracurriculars as well as the Claremont colleges. I went to Pitzer College where I did as much as I could as well in the extracurriculars. And my other professional background is I have done some financial analysis as a CFO to a startup company. I have also done a lot of research in the medical field, which was just really fun. Okay. So what I really want to focus on today is, wouldn't it be great to let somebody else pay off your mortgage while you prepare for retirement? So let me help you identify the perfect investment properties that will increase your profits now and in the future, and while allowing you to manage all the details of selling, buying, and renting, which means that you become the CEO of your business. You are in control of who you hire. You're in control of who comes in and fixes and takes care of the details. My newest blog is called House Ready-IE, and it's where I identify properties that are great for this type of investment. So go ahead and follow me there so I can share with you new properties. I've put together LARCs. But before I get to that, I want to tell you why I think this is so important. I met an individual who had 11 homes fully paid off in the Inland Empire. I was able to look at his bank account. He had over $1 million in there. And he was on the verge of buying 10 more homes because he had this liquid cash. And he had a very specific way of buying homes for cash, pulling out a certain amount of money so that he could use it to buy more homes. And he worked with a great loan officer in order to do that. And what it did is it provided for his own financial wealth, but also for his posterity. So his children are going to benefit from his patience in the rental market. So he's the CEO of his own company, basically, and he's probably pulling in, with the 11 homes, if they're fully paid off, he's pulling in about $20,000 a month. I know where they are, and I know his equation, and the type of properties he has are pulling in about $2,000 a month each. And so I want to teach you how to do this so that you'll have the financial freedom in retirement as well as for the years to come. So LARCS stands for L, to locate good investment properties. I know how to do this because I know what a good tenant is, I know what a good rental property is, and I know where it's best to do this so you have the lowest amount of risk in your investment. analyze the investment. So I'll show you how many homes I have to look at and analyze before I can actually come up with, you know, two good options. Rental right. Basically, you purchase it and you rent it out, making sure that the numbers make sense in your investment. And then know how to hold them. Really, this is just patience. There are going to be times when you have a rental property where you're going to have to pay the monthly mortgage because someone's moved out and maybe, you know, not taking care of the home, and you're going to have to fix it up. You will end up having to put some money into it, and that is very frustrating. But it does happen. But if you prepare correctly, you'll be able to roll over those financial difficulties. They don't happen very often. I don't allow homes to sit vacant because I make sure that they're always taken care of and done in the right way. So knowing how to hold them requires working with someone who understands how to keep the rental process moving. And I know how to do that. And bottom line is you're getting someone else to pay off your mortgage. So this is the type of chart that I develop, and it starts off with the property, the sales price, the square footage. Basically, I go 1,800 or above is an ideal property. I look up what the rent is for that type of property. And then I have an average rent for that specific area where the property is, and then I also have like the fixed up rent, because you really can get $200 to $300 more if you have something that is really nice. Upgraded floors, if it's completely has high-end amenities, it will rent faster, but you will get more money for it. And then you have payments. That's your monthly payment with 20% down. Right now the interest rate is about 4.5. This is a 30-year fix. And this is what you would end up having to pay each month. But to lower your risk on this investment, you know, you want to keep as much money in there. So some people will feel more comfortable with putting 50% equity in the home and keeping it there. Some people are fine with 25 so they can have more properties. It really is your comfort level. But this is based off of 20% down. And then the low income and high income is what comes back into your pocket each month. And so I've highlighted in gold the two that are what I think are good investments. At 20% down, you're looking at making $300 to $500 a month after your mortgage is paid off, after all the insurance and all that stuff is paid off. You're looking at a nice income coming in each month. And that's what I like to see. The ones that are not showing me these numbers, I don't think are good investments. They could be if we maybe lowered the sales price, but we'd have to finagle a little bit. But right now, these are two properties that are currently on the market right now that I believe are good investments in the Inland Empire. These two are in Fontana. Okay, so this is my sweet spot. I have Fontana, Upland, and Rancho, and this is a good equation. I like to see almost $500 coming out at the end of the month. When I take out everything, that's what I'd like to see. And so that is left to pay for any management, any maintenance, and types of things. What I recommend to my clients is that they save that money and have at least 1 month's mortgage saved. So that 1 month would cover their mortgage if they needed to, or rent if they needed to hold the home vacant for whatever, or if like a water heater busts, or if the AC busts. That's not going to cover it, but it'll help. And this is the free market analysis that I did. So these homes are, this is an actual home. This is for sale right now. The sales price is $295. The rental rate is $1,800 to $2,000, depending on how fixed up it is. You're looking at $1,500 a month in mortgage, and your profits are $300 to $500 per month. And so I always assess my rental rates off of what the going rate is. Rentometer allows you to look at actual homes that are rented. It's the history of rentals. Zillow and HotPad. Zillow does an estimate. I look at that. They also have homes that are currently for rent, so this is your competition. It's going to be a little higher, but they're able to really fine-tune exactly like the exact neighborhood. So in this one, Rent-O-Meter will take about a mile radius, but Zillow I can get like two houses next door. So it's a little bit more accurate, and that's where, you know, advertising and those types of things, working with the property manager kind of comes into play, is really fine-tuning that amount and having a really good marketing plan. Same thing here, we have another home for $325, and these two are good investments in my opinion. Once we identify a great property, then we have to rent it out. And so Advent works with Appfolio to strategically find a way to connect the property with a potential tenant. And we do this by advertising out to 40+ sites online. We offer a lot of free amenities to our owners. It's just a really great software program that we use. These are our rates. All in all, we charge 8%. We don't charge a tenant finding fee, which will run you a half month's rent if you end up having to pay for that. We do try to be competitive in the marketplace, and this really is competitive at 8%. This is what one of our online ads looks like. And so what I like about this is if you look here, individuals can apply immediately online. So everything that we do is always online, from the application process all the way to the work orders. It's done completely online. Even us distributing work orders to our vendors, it's all done via email. And before we even send out work orders to vendors, our maintenance staff is going back and forth with the tenants to see if they can actually fix the problems themselves before we have to get a vendor involved. So it takes a couple steps before we end up having to pay out any money for fixing up the home. This is what the rental application looks like, and this is my family. This is my motivation, is basically, you know, my clients. I love working with people. I love the housing market. I love the analysis of it. It's just so much fun to me. But ultimately, why do we work? We work so that we can keep these people happy and keep a roof over their heads and keep food in their bellies. And they're so sweet. And I just really appreciate being able to spend every day with them. And ultimately, we take the stress out of property management. So let me help you with Advent Property Management to take the stress out of it. Thank you.